Hello, back for another video on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, it's the same Wednesday. All I did was change my shirt. Don't freak out, it's okay. So, I wanted to talk today about one way you can tell when a person does not have an argument on a specific talking point or a hypothesis of theirs or whatever the subject is. Have you ever noticed that the simpler a topic is, the easier it is to understand? Well, what if there was a payoff for having the person you're engaged in a debate with not to understand the topic at hand? What if there was a payoff for it, right? So what if that payoff was nothing more than virtue signaling? Nothing more than getting a reaction out of the person you're having the debate with so that everybody else can see them have a befuddled, confused reaction and go, oh, ha ha, they don't get it, they don't get it. So I've noticed well, I mean, where does this stuff largely exist other than social media, right? When's the last time you got into a conversation with somebody where you just weren't able to see eye to eye because of what I call complex issues? You know, I've just noticed that the more complex an issue has to be, the less argument you have to support it. If it's got to be that darn complex, that means that you don't understand it any better than I do. And this is where this whole theory of intersectionality comes in that's come out of academia in the last decade. Now, in my opinion, it's nothing more than a made-up buzzword to do just that, to make you feel confused and befuddled as if you really don't understand the topic, and the person that is trying to educate you on all these fine points of nuance having to do with this topic understands the topic at such a level above your understanding that you walk away feeling about that small. Well, that's their goal, is for you to walk away feeling about that small. It's pretty easy. All you got to remember is one simple rule, and it's expressed in 4 letters, and you know the acronym, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. It really is that simple. So the next time you get into a debate with somebody and they begin to point out all these nuances, all these details, connecting all these dots that don't seem relatable, that seem irrelevant, then just keep that in the back of your mind as a possibility that the person has the goal of making you walk away feeling about that big, right? Or that small. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys notice this? Because I notice it on television and on, well, I don't have television, but on social media largely. And the people I see using it are, I have yet to see conservatives use this. Now, I'm not saying they don't. I'm sure they do. Political pundits, politicians, actors, yeah, even Bill Nye the Science Guy. Can you believe that just a decade ago, or no, I'm sorry, just 2 decades ago, he was running an ad talking about the X and Y chromosomes. And he was absolutely right. This is kindergarten stuff. You've got XX and XY. You don't have any other combination, right? 2 genders. And now Bill Nye the Science Guy is coming and saying, coming on social media and on Twitter and on whatever shows he shows up on, and saying that genders are infinite, sexuality is infinite. I'm sorry, has the guy lost his frickin' mind? Because that's what a person who well, see, now I can't really say that Bill Nye can't think for himself. Obviously he can. I don't understand why he used to have the ability to think for himself and now it seems he doesn't. Now I'm thinking there's a payoff that I haven't thought of yet. It's probably just money. You know, I mean, why would you hold one position that is factual and provable, and then a couple decades down the road, shift your position to something that is just completely ridiculous, outlandish, demonstrably untrue, if it weren't for money? What else could motivate a person to say, oh, you know what? I used to believe that true thing, but now I'm saying that true thing is no longer true. Now I'm saying that it is this instead. So just remember that. Complexity. It's not necessary if you have a valid argument. The issues are real simple. So this is why when young kids go to college and they start taking these, you know, sensitivity or socialist courses like intersectionality, feminism, gender studies, all these useless crap degrees that, I'm sorry, but the, you know, 20-somethings today are going to wake up 10 years down the road still living at home and scratching their heads wondering why they got a $100,000 degree and they can't get a job flipping fucking burgers. Hey, I've got life experience. I've got 25 years of work experience under my belt and I can't even get a job. These kids that are taking these kinds of degrees, man, they're going to be in some bad shape. And you know why? Part of the reason is that they have too many of these complex issues going on. And they spend all their time and focus and energy on all these complex issues that you can't understand, obviously, because you're not educated. Sorry, sometimes I go off like that. Oh, man. I try and keep it tamed down for videos, but good God. This stuff is getting ridiculous. So just remember, keep it simple, stupid. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.